Ahoy! And welcome back to another diecast Hold on. I sound like I'm a freaking overly excited Sunday school teacher. Ahoy! Welcome back to another diecast review, and this time we have Alexander Rossi's 2022 Napa Auto Nation Honda for Andretti Autosport in 1:18 scale by, of course, Greenlight Collectibles, because apparently nobody believes in competition in the diecast market anymore, which is why they're allowed to go at this crap. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, very, very nice car. It's got the same issue that we've had with literally every Alexander Rossi car since 2017, but I have to say the blue and the pink go very nicely together. Now, with this car, if you really do want a road course Alexander Rossi Napa car, this is your only choice. Because, and I did this for Ryan Hunter-Reay last year, except for this year I'm not going to sing, he's out the door. Now, unlike Ryan Hunter-Reay, he actually had a place to go. So we'll see him on the grid next year just in papaya orange and maybe blue? Or maybe not blue. I don't know. You tell me. But anyways, so this car looks fantastic, and the box is unique for this one too. Of course, they're obviously unique for all the drivers, but we do have the quote there if you want to read it, pause, and look at it. But this here is what makes it unique. It's got a dual-colored side that's purple and pink, not blue and pink. Greenlight. What the hell are you doing? They're not sponsored by fucking Delta Faucets. There's a David Land reference. Maybe if I name drop him enough, he'll actually mention me in one of his videos and get me past that 1,000 subscriber mark. You never know. Anyways, let's get on with the diecast review itself. So we start with this whole dual colored thing up at the very front with Auto Nation on the main plane that is pink. And then we get this very beautiful dark blue on the elements. It does actually show off the elements very nicely. We have Napa and DMG Mirai on it. And I have to say, the pink really does accent the blue amazingly. It really does showcase that very nice dark Napa blue. I think the yellow never really did it that well. I mean, of course, the yellow, blue, and red is iconic Napa, but I don't know. Just the blue looks so nice with the pink. Anyways, going up the nose, we have Andretti Autosport, Dallara, Capstone, DHL, Gamebridge, Auto Nation, Napa Auto Parts. And then we have Honda NTT Indycar Series Kinetic Vision, the 27. Now, here's my complaint about this car, and this one's actually not a Greenlight fault for once. Andretti, why did you not let the cars have their own number fonts instead of doing the Hinchcliffe font from last year? Like, come on. The 26 looks better in its old font. The 27 looked better in its old font. The 28, nobody really remembers because it was sitting in 13th or 14th. But why did you have to choose the Steinbrenner font? That's just bad looking. Anyways, up there we got Napa Auto Parts, and you can see the shock cover with all the nice little details on it. On the aero screen, the printing is... Let me focus. The printing is... maybe it's too close. Okay. The Napa logo is a little faded. I mean, you can tell it says Napa, but just... And I guess I get it. It's small. You got Auto Nation, Honda, NTT IndyCar Series, and PPG. You can see the transition. Transition was poorly executed. There's kind of a little bit of bleed over now. So the aero screen is actually painted. It's not a decal over a painted surface, but it's decal over decal, of course, on there. So you can see the dark blue underneath the pink, which they've had a lot of decaling issues this year for whatever reason. The mirrors, they both have Siemens on them. Insert joke there. They are a darker blue than the rest of the car, which is a little bit interesting. It's like they've oversaturated the paint on it. A little lotta. The front wing end plates, they are a little bit messy in their transition, especially between the blue and the white, especially on that leading edge at the bottom. And you can see it actually up here. So, like, definitely whenever there's a blue transition, there is a lot of not niceties. Like, it's very, very rough. The main part of the end plate is pink. You do have the white accents, and then you have blue accents as well, which looks fantastic. On the side of the nose here, we got the Stellarite Company, Orifel, and DTR, David Titan Racing, which has been on that car for a while. And then inside there, we got Carlisle Tools and Drive Pink. Now we get to the biggest fault of this car. And this is, again, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this has been the biggest fault with every Alexander Rossi car. The Napa logo on the side pod. It's fucking like 6 decals. So you have decal 1, decal 2, decal 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the decal bleed through is absolutely atrocious between the na and the puh. And you can see it very clearly. And the decals aren't even aligned right. This one's kind of tilted in. Like, they're both kind of tilted in towards each other, which is not a good look. And they've kind of got it straightened out last year with the Rossi car. It wasn't as atrocious, but this year has just been a big step back, unfortunately. So, yeah, the Napa logo just looks bad, to say the least. And that's my biggest complaint of the car, which if I'm saying okay, I will give Greenlight the benefit here. Putting on this decal, I probably couldn't have done too much better, in fairness. But at that point, just make one big decal. I mean, I get there's a lot of curvature and it'd be very difficult, but at least experiment with it. At least, try, because this is just atrocious looking. Anyways, up here we got Kloss Collar and then Drive Pink, the number 27 on the pink background. Again, the camera pod is a little bit of a different color. It's not that bad of a difference, though. Alexander Rossi Speedway Fuel, which is also not returning next year. There is a little bit of a color difference between the painted center portion and the side pods, the pink on the side pods, and that's mainly because those are decals, and the easy giveaway is right here. There is a decal crease there. It's not as bad as the McLaren cars, how off the color is. So it gets a pass, like there's no primer or anything bleeding through, so that's at least one positive. Powered by Honda, AutoNation, and HPD on the fin. On top of the flick, we got Drive Pink, Napa Know-How, Carlisle Tools by Napa, of course, and then Klosterhaller. I was going to say Clusterfuck or Klosterfuck, but that would not be PG of me, but now would it? Here on the side, we got Check It for Andretti, so your friendly reminder to have a doctor shove his finger up your asshole to make sure you don't have cancer. And there, you have all the sponsors that don't really matter that much because they didn't pay enough. Here you have the sponsors that didn't get anywhere too prominent, but they still paid enough to be visible, aka UniFirst, excuse me, Stratasys, and the NTTP1 Pull Award. Black rims, black suspension, nothing special. It would have been nice if they had that exhaust tape a little bit on the suspensions, but on the rear wing end plates, we got militarymotorsports.com, which has been on the Rossi car for a while. Remember, they were some of the sponsorless race fillers for him back in 2016, 17, and 18, if I remember correctly. When Napa wasn't on the car and Andretti couldn't get jack shit for a sponsor for him. So, and then we got that ugly number 27 again. Again, this font works on the 29, but not all the others. God damn Andretti's. Or wait, I gotta do it right then. You goddamn Andretti's. You can't put a number font on the car right. Thank you, Uncle Bobby. Anyways, AutoNation twice on the rear wing, once on the main plane, and then spread across the two elements. And you can see the pink paint has been brought up onto the inner side of the end fence. On the back, we got Napa Auto Parts. So again, another transition. There's a lot of transitions on this car. And this side here is pretty much the same as the other, just minus the fuel buckeye per usual. Of note, though, there is decal wrinkling on the Napa. This is the shit I'm talking about, Greenlight. Fix this. Well, I guess if Napa doesn't return, you don't have to. Okay, Greenlight, be happy that I think Napa's gone. I don't know. They might be back with Rossi. They might be back with it. I don't fucking know. I'm not an insider. Ask someone who knows, not me. Oh, that's not good. I just noticed this. The reflection thing from the mirror just fell down there. Ah, fucking goddamn green light. You quality controllers motherfuckers. One thing I forgot to mention is the pink to white to blue transition. It does it a couple times inside the front suspension on the front bulkhead. It does add a nice little depth of color to the front end that's primarily blue. In case you're wondering, this one is number 00349. Copyright 2017, Greenlight Collectibles, made in China. Anyways, so yeah, that's really the review of this car. I do want to compare it to last year's car, because I can, and I have your captive audience. You can definitely see the difference between the two. Obviously, should have had that number font, but fantastic, looking car. It's a nice fresh take on the Napa livery. Of course, we had a nice fresh take on the Napa livery last year, but still, I have to say, very pleasantly pleased with this car, aside from the Napa logos. And yeah, it's just a good car to see, and I think it's a good rendition of Rossi's last Napa, Andretti Autosport car. But anyways, that's it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, hasta la Hoya. And peace out. Gotta do that. Anyways, see you later, guys.